Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavours for the 9th of February. As always, there'll be timecodes in the description to get to a specific endeavour if you want information on that. 15 steals, deconstructing blacksmithing items, treasure chests, Tel Var Stones, furnishings, and completing an arena. I'm going to say right now, skip this one. This one's fucking shit. Compared to these options here, it's just so bad compared to the rest. If you don't have any DLC, the only option available to you is Dragonstar Arena at the northwestern side of Craiglawn. It's highly recommend that you do this with multiple people, and even then, it takes fucking ages getting through this. Listening to the guy ramble on for fucking ages too sucks. You've got Maelstrom Arena, which takes around 15 to 20 minutes on normal, if with like a really powerful build. So that one takes a while. You've got Battleshine Hollows. The last boss has an insta-kill mechanic, and if you can't deal with if you die at all on that final boss, you have to do the whole thing again, and it takes like 5 to 10 minutes. Really fucking annoying, and it's also still a long place to go through. Not as long as Maelstrom, but if you fuck up the last boss, it will definitely take longer than Maelstrom. And then the last one is, sorry, not Maelstrom, Merkmire, and it is Black Rose Prison here. This one is definitely the worst of the lot. This is a 4-man arena as well, so you will kind of need people to be able to do this. You kind of can't do this one on your own. You can try to do Dragonstar on your own, but I would not recommend that under any circumstances, especially if you don't have like a really strong build. And I just don't recommend doing this one at all anyway, because it sucks compared to these ones here. Alright, so I'll talk a little bit about this one at the end, but I think this is also not a great option. We'll go through furnishings first. I think this is definitely one of the better options. So first off, you need a house. You can get one for free. If you come to this location here in Daggerfall, right here, you can also do the same thing easily by getting to Vocal Guard here, the way shrine you start with. Where this house is, there'll be a lady here, or the same lady right here. Talk to her. All you have to do is just spam the talk button, and you complete a quest, you unlock a house, depending on your alliance. So I only have ordinary characters on this, so I've got the Morris Kiss Public House. That's the one you start with. So what you do now is you can travel to that house, and it comes free with a single furnishing that you can actually use to get this one done for free. If you do want to speed this thing up a little bit though, what you can do is talk to Rosica here, right next to the Rosy Lion, which is the one in Daggerfall. So she sells a bunch of items, wood cutting blocks here. If you have 1,000 gold to spare, I would advise just buying a stack of 10 of these. You can buy less, you can buy more, but don't really need any more than 10, I think. And I'll show you why you want this. Right, so now you just want to travel to our house. So yeah, if you need to know where to find it, it's just the housing tab in the map, and once you've collected, will show up here. Okay, so once you're inside, look around and you'll find this this candle here. What you can do is you can pick this up, put it in your inventory, bring it back out, and place it, and that counts for the placing furnishings endeavor. The only issue is when it's already on the ground, if you pick it up and then place it again, it doesn't do anything. The items have to come from your inventory to count for this. They can't actually be in the house already. That's why I suggest buying just like a stack of like a furnishing item. I guess you could use the sweet rolls that we got from the daily rewards just recently. This one here, you could use these for the same thing, and not have to buy it. But I just use wood gun blocks. So what they do is, what happens is if you've only got one item, it stops you being able to place other stuff. You have to actually go back into this menu and go back and find another item. All this does is, if you have a stack of multiple items, it just allows you to mass place them in rapid succession, and just all it does is just shorten the amount of time it takes to do this from like 30 seconds to 5 seconds. That's all. It's not mandatory. It just speeds this one up a little bit. Alright, next up we got looting treasure chests. So there's a couple of options here. The most straightforward one is to do domins. Each time you complete a domin, you will get a chest at the end. So let me go do one of these. Oh, can I steal this one? Yeah, okay. So this chest counts for this endeavor, so you can just use that. And so you only need to do 2 dolmens in order to do this. Every dolmen has one of these chests as long as you have participated in some way. Even if you just get to the pinion at the very end and grab it, it still counts. So there's a couple of other options. I'll go through one of the other options, and that is public dungeons. So I'll put in the description a bunch of links to Imgur posts that will... they've got maps of all the chests in a bunch of different public dungeons. So there's 4 I suggest doing. You've got Forgotten Crypts in Deshaan. In Western Skyrim, you've got Labyrinthian. In Rivenspire, you have Obsidian Scar. And in Bankrai, you've also got Resix Wheel. These 4 here, I've fully mapped out what I think is all of the chest locations in here. Might have missed 1 or 2, but majority of them should be in there in these Imgur posts. So the reason you want to use these places is they are full of chests as long as you look through. Now, with the event going on for the Tamriel like Valentine's Day Golden Pursuits event, there's going to be a ton of players in these locations. So my advice would actually be just to do dolmens. But yeah, you can just do this instead. So just carry an AoE ability with you, at least. Oh, what do you know? There's a chest right here. Alright, so what you gotta do is obviously pick the lock. There's a group of enemies just next to where this is. They spawn right there. So if they're already there, they might see you, so just be a bit careful there. And that's it. So that's another easy one. And as you can see here, let me just remove the heavy sacks. Yeah, there's some other things here. It doesn't matter. So all these chest locations here, I've put these onto a Imgur post. The post itself is a lot neater. But yeah, you can use that to track all these chests. And I have gone through and gotten all these chests myself, so I can confirm that all these chests are actually in these locations. They won't always be in each of these locations. It's just random. But just look through these places, and yeah, you'll find a couple of chests. You can also use treasure maps. I don't have any on me, but do I have any? Nah, I wouldn't. So treasure maps, both picking locks and treasure maps from chests. Chests from treasure maps. Sorry, these are in the Golden Pursuit as well. So just keep that in mind. The only thing is treasure maps at the moment, I wouldn't really recommend them because the price is going up because of the Pan-Tamriel event, like the Golden Pursuit from that, and the Golden Pursuit here requiring treasure maps. So everyone's like buying up all the treasure maps and raising the price a bit. So personally, I wouldn't go too ham on treasure maps, but if you find some for a cheap price on guild stores, then yeah, just go nuts. But yeah, my advice is just do dolmens. You don't need to go nuts with this. Yeah, like the Auradon dolmens, you know, easy to traverse. You just go across, get this way shrine and this way shrine, and you'll always have easy access to a bunch of dolmens. Yeah, and there's other places you can get chests from all sorts of other locations, but yeah, my advice is just do dolmens. Because the chest for dolmens is available from... it's like an instance chest. Everybody gets access to it when you complete it. So you're not going to stop other people from getting chests in public dungeons and stuff like that. Right, deconstructing items at a blacksmithing's table. So the quickest way would be to get 10 star materials, 20 iron ingots, crafting 10 iron daggers, and just deconstructing them. But if you don't want to use resources, or if you don't have any or enough iron ingots and star materials to use, there is another way. So what you need to do is you need to be at least level 10 on the character, go to Imperial City, doesn't matter which one, enter campaign, just wait for it to load. Once you're inside, no matter which alliance you're in this first room that you start in, you just look around a bit, there'll be these weapon racks here. These weapon racks here usually contain some blacksmithing items, so we've got a battle axe here, sword there, we've got a bow there, we've got a dagger there. Bows are woodworking items, so don't want those. There's a drink. And then we've got some more over here, another axe. Battle axe swords over here, so that's a bunch of stuff. Inferno staves are woodworking items, so we don't want that. There should always be 3 weapon racks, so you might need to look around and find the other one. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, sorry, it's the armory station. So there's a couple of items here that you can take that can be used as blacksmithing deconstruction. Where exactly? I'm trying to remember where it is. The other weapon rack in Dominion. Oh, it's here. Yeah, it's here. So there's a couple more weapons here. So the rooms for the other two factions, so you've got the Daggerfall one, and then you've got the Pact one over here. They will look a little bit different, but the layouts will kind of be the same. So they'll have weapon racks here full of blacksmithing stuff you can take as well. You just need to look around to find them. Alright, so once you get everything, in these rooms, look for this thing here, like the hide icon, like the animal hide. Come into this room, there should be a blacksmithing station here somewhere. Oh, it's over here. Just come over here, go to all these items that you've picked up, go through and just deconstruct them all. Bam, you're done. No materials required. You won't get a bounty by taking these like you would in some places. Just, yeah, easy way to get this one done for free. You can do this in Vocal Guard. You know, you can just go to a place like Bright Steel Armory and just steal everything in there, but you could get a bounty and that could be a pain in the ass. So why go to the trouble when you can just do this instead and not have any issues whatsoever? Alright, now I'll talk very briefly about Tel Var Stones. I don't recommend this over these ones here, because you can just... all three of these can be done for free with a bit of time. Stoke in this one, but Tel Var Stones... it's not the easiest thing in the world to farm with other players running about. Obviously, when there's not many players on, it's not a big deal, but yeah, I just find it still slower than these options. So, what is Tel Var? Tel Var is a resource that you gain in the Imperial City, both in the sewers and in the up... I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's like the surface layer as well. So... there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Firstly, you'll see at the bottom right, there's a ×1 multiplier, and you can see the 0 Tel Var Stones thing. So, if you have up to a maximum of 10,000 Tel Var, it increases the amount that you get per kill on an enemy. So, the more Tel Var you have, the faster you'll earn Tel Var to get this thing. But what happens is, any Tel Var that you have on you, if you die, you lose half of it. So it's, if you have 10,000 Tel Var on you and you have your ×4 multiplier, which increases this drastically how quickly you can do this, you will lose half that Tel Var, and that is a big problem, I think. So what you can do, what I suggest you do, if you do want to do this one for, honestly, whatever, like God knows reasons, find a specific district. Usually I like the arena district, but it just depends how busy it is. What you want to do is come upstairs and just stay on this platform. Don't go down there. As soon as you go down there, it is a pain in the ass getting back up. You have to go back through the sewers. It takes fucking a million years getting through. Because when you get into the sewers, there's a whole completely different map that you have to go through, and you pretty much have to go through it all just to get back to your safe zone. I will show you one thing you can do to get out of that should you find yourself in a big pickle. But what you can do from up here is there will be, they've been killed recently, but there's like enemies down there, and you can just attack them from up here with ranged abilities like Silo Soul, a couple of damage over time effects like the targeted ones like Cripple and Soul Trap, stuff like this. You can apply that to them and kill them. You'll get Tel Var that way, and if you are holding 10,000 Tel Var, you'll get much more from each one, and you'll get this done a lot quicker. And especially if you can find any of these things here, these big boys, the tier 1 enemies, with 4 times Tel Var and a bunch of other multipliers, which I'll explain in a second, you can get a lot of Tel Var from these guys, upwards of like 50 to even like 70 or 80. So you can get this one doing super quick if the conditions are right, but it's unreliable sometimes. Now, what is the other multiplier? It's these things. Each one of these that's owned by the faction that you're currently playing, it increases the gain by 33%. So in total, that's 200% bonus Tel Var gain. So you've got basically 6 times Tel Var gain at maximum. That's like as high as you can potentially gain. Obviously, the conditions have to be just right for that, and you do kind of... Oh yeah, wow, there's tactical comment, there you go. You do sort of risk getting attacked, because players will try and attack you from up here, and some players around here, man, they do not fuck around, they do tons of damage. This might take a while, but I'll see if I can kill this guy here. Oh, I might not be able to heal him through this. Sorry, kill him. Come on. Okay, there we go. I think I did a lucky crit. Okay, so you can see there, I got 4 fucking Tel Var from... Hey! Just fucking hit me through the thing. Okay, so I got 4 Tel Var from that. So, obviously, it will take a while if you don't have any other multipliers, and I just straight up wouldn't suggest it if you're doing that. Even with all those multipliers, I still wouldn't recommend this, just because these ones here, you don't have to do all this shit to do it, you just go through and do them. So, yeah. And don't even bother with this one. This one sucks. Okay, so if you do end up falling down here, firstly, don't panic. Just come into a corner, any corner here, preferably somewhere where it's like out of the way of other shit. Now what you want to do is go into the place that you found this, where to queue for Imperial City. Go into Cyrodiil, pick any of these ones, doesn't matter which one, just queue straight away, enter the queue, and pray to the fucking divines that you don't get attacked in that time. And what will happen is you get pulled out of Imperial City, you get taken to safety, and now you're all good. So from here, you just go up to the Way Shrine, and you just exit Cyrodiil, and off you go back into the mainland. So yeah, you can cheese your way out of Imperial City at a moment's notice, even if you're in fucking Shit's Creek. Some people find that really cheesy and unfair, but fucking ain't nobody got time for that shit. Okay, that's everything for dailies today. It's concluded. The Golden Pursuits will be up soon. I've just finished the video, finished uploading and doing all the stuff, so it should be up soon. Any questions about any of this stuff, just let me know as always. So thanks everyone for watching, thanks for your support as always, I'll see you next time, and take care.